Can you guys believe the Lakers lost? Can you believe the Spurs are in the semifinals? Did anyone catch the Miami versus Celtics game yesterday? Okay. Well, we all know the big name NBA stuff. NBA players. We have Derek Fisher, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Kevin Durant. And when we're little kids, we always we watch baseball, basketball, and we want to be these people. We want to be these professional athletes. And when we're kids, we see these people as role models. I know that when I was a little kid, I couldn't wait to play at recess or at lunch. I remember being in class waiting for the clock to hit 10:40, so be the first one out the door to hit the pavement and let my imagination run wild. But what if I told you that more and more schools are cutting sports programs and these kids aren't going to be able to have that opportunity anymore? So sports are a big part of my life. I've been playing since I was 4 years old. And sports is not just a pastime. It teaches valuable lessons. It gives you a sense of being. For me, it's everything. I played volleyball, basketball, and softball, and having played with my teammates, I've learned many different skills, and the memories that I've created with my teammates will last me a lifetime. So today I will be talking about how these sports programs need to be kept in schools. So I'll first explain the problem. I'll give you an example of a school that already has banned sports from their school, and then I'll give you some solutions. So first and foremost, I want to explain the problem. According to Frank Deford of the NPR organization, he states that sports is the biggest thing in the United States, and it's bigger than anything in any other country. And it also, for some small towns in America, sports teams are significantly the most important thing to a community's identity. Many American schools, even whole states, are facing reductions in school funding. So that's the biggest problem the school districts are facing. More and more athletics are being cut back due to budget cuts. And athletics are known as extracurricular activities, emphasis on extra. They think that it's not important since it's just an extracurricular activity rather than an educational basic structure. I'm not trying to argue that sports are more important than the educational basics such as reading, writing, and arithmetic, but what I'm trying to say is that without sports, these kids are being denied and robbed of their opportunity to develop their special talents or their skills that they need for the rest of their life. So now that I've kind of said that we understand the problem is the lack of funding for these school districts, I'll show you an example. So an example is in Texas, the Fremont schools dropped athletics to save their district. The district was getting reprimanded by the government, saying that their scores were too low and they weren't meeting certain requirements. So the superintendent, Ernest Singleton, states that by cutting sports, the district seeks to increase the study time for students, resulting in an increase in the district's API scores. He states that he will save $150,000 over 2 semesters, which will be reinvested into bringing in highly qualified teachers and install 2 new science labs. So by cutting sports, he believes that he's going to gain more towards his district. Although cutting sports will save this district and many others a lot of money. The students are losing out. Their students are really losing out. So this can affect the children's surroundings, a cut of sports, cutting back. More than 850 students, or 16% of the middle school population, play interscholastic sports. We have football, golf, baseball, softball, tennis, and track. And knocking out these sports is just unnecessary. If students lose the right to a sports program, it will demotivate or unmotivate these children to even go to school. Like, half the time kids stay in school because they have something to go to after school and to hang out with these kids. And to knock out athletic exercise at a time when childhood obesity is such a big problem in the United States could be just as damaging for the health of the nation. So then David Brooks, in a recent New York Times article, he states that administrators who cut sports programs out of a student's life or these schools are diluting themselves. Because in the long run, these are the interests that keep the kids in school, and that keep kids in school that builds their character. So now that we've heard an example, I'm going to show you guys some solutions. So the biggest solution that anyone can do is the parents and the students should fight to keep sports programs alive. Go to the school board and state your concerns. Rally people together and speak up. You have to express that the elimination of sports or athletics will decrease students' opportunities for physical activity and to increase chances for bad behavior. We don't want kids to go on the wrong path. We want them to succeed in life. And if money is such a big problem, you want to hold fundraisers or donate to your schools so these kids can have an opportunity to play sports. So in conclusion, sports and other curricular activities is an important role in a child's education, providing lessons in setting and achieving goals, teamwork, discipline, communication, and time management. Athletics should not be cut from athletics should not be cut from educational schools, and because they are the building blocks in a kid's life. Today I explained the problem, which is the lack of funding in districts. I gave you an example, and there's a couple of solutions. Playing sports shaped me into the determined person I am today, and I'm sure it will help others be productive individuals in society.